Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Star Wars Out of the Box with me, Dol Streep. Stop the presses, I've recently had a birthday. And this means that it's a very special episode this week, because the item in question is not inside, it's on top. I was recently gifted this Star Wars Millennium Falcon activity book and model, so I thought I'd open it up for the first time with you. Let's have a look. Yes, that's right, I just had a birthday. And much like the audience felt when we first learnt Chewbacca's age in Solo, a Star Wars story, I'm sure you would all feel if you learnt mine. I can tell you it's not age 7. Nevertheless, I will always jump at anything Star Wars, and I'm very excited to put this together. So the back of the book, it says, "Join Han and Chewbacca aboard the fastest bucket of bolts in the galaxy. Packed with amazing puzzles and a Millennium Falcon of your own to build. There's hours of Star Wars fun to be had." Hours! I was hoping this would be about 6 or 7 minutes. So when you open the book, the first thing you see is Star Wars Millennium Falcon activity book, which includes, well, let's go through it. I see that the very first one, Lando's Lot, is all about counting how many of a ship or vehicle or character you can find and writing that number in a little block, possibly below my skill level. However, on the second page, there's Sabak, which seems to be really complicated. It's got 100,000 different cards, all these symbols, and perhaps another game for another time. Falcon upgrades. There's the Kessel Run, which kind of looks like snakes and ladders. That's quite fun. Then the big one, instructions to build the Falcon. So on the other side, where pages would usually be, there's all these... Oh, that slides off. There's all these bits of card that you can press out, which I'm going to do now. And with the magic of editing, they'll all be done. Ta-da! It's hard to describe on camera, but there's something very satisfying about the feeling of these pieces. They're kind of like cardboard, kind of squishy, real glossy finish, and some wonderful detailing too. Attach piece A to piece B by pushing the tabs into the slots. This is the bottom of the ship. Alrighty, okay, so they've got little perforated bits where the folds will be. I have a feeling these little slots need to be pushed out. As a man who has bitten his nails his entire life, I'm resorting to the toothpick method on this. Attach piece C to piece D. This is the top of the ship. Poke out some of these little slots while I'm at it. Alrighty. With the artwork facing out, slot piece E into piece A to form the curve around the back of the ship. Piece E is my favorite. Much better than Mac. Sorry. Alright, that makes a bit of sense. Oh, I've done it wrong already. Well, I'm just going to go on my own then. It's too late to go back. Gosh, these little tabs are everywhere now. And this folds back, all the way back on it, in on itself. These are upside down. I am going to go back. It's one thing doing it out of order, but to then look at the model and have something upside down, that's just going to annoy me. Alright. I feel like a construction yard on Corellia. Yeah, that's looking good. Why has that one got an extra side? Weird. Now attach the top of the ship to the bottom. Push the tabs into the slots to secure. Can do. This definitely beats any Kinder Egg I've ever assembled. Man, this is now becoming quite difficult. Ah! That oh so satisfying click. These fold in, double over there. Beautiful. Little bit hasty on that one. Looking a little dodge. Otherwise good. Let's carry on. The final tab tucks into the gap at the front. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Good grief, they go in. This is a real piece of design work. Is this the same on both sides? Which way do you want this to be? Not super clear which way this is meant to go. Right, yes, good. Beautiful. A little bent out of shape, but still beautiful. Goodness gracious, these are tiny pieces now. Squeeze I, where's I? Some of these don't even have letters on them. So this whole thing wraps around itself. So that's the little bridge. What? Where does this piece go? Okay, I'm folding that in. holding it in on itself, and this as well. So kind of like, oh my word, I've done something wrong. I have to go back. That's so frustrating. Remember that one time when I said, why does the one side have a slot that the other doesn't? Because of the cockpit being off to the side. Fun fact, they wanted that to feel like an old British car where you would be sitting off to the side. And that's why it's on that side as well. Okay, I'm just going to have to deal with that. I can't undo this now. In the words of John Hammond, damn, what a disaster. Good thing this thing is so robust, because I am really manhandling it. Yeah, I think that kind of works. Right, back to I. Fold all the pieces and slot it into the cockpit. Sure. Is there a picture of how that should look? I'm starting to doubt myself now. These little perforated edges aren't as helpful as they once were. Oh, okay, just kind of smush it all up and do that kind of thing with it, maybe. Oh, it's gone way too far. Come back out. I don't remember the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon being like a tortoise that could retract its head. Good, that's good. Now what are we doing? Oh, it looks like I'm just putting some guns together. So you want your L piece, that folds round. A couple of K pieces, sure. Doesn't feel right. Probably doing it wrong. Don't think you would put the L showing. Nowhere else have we had actual letters showing. This is finicky for a man 30 years older than recommended. That's all good. Gun turrets, they're in. Don't get cocky, kid. I think I'm down to the last few pieces, outside of having got that one part wrong. Ah, the satellite dish, of course. Absolutely iconic. So we place that through there. Stick the dish on. That is beautiful. That is a really, really sophisticated little model Millennium Falcon. But wait, there's actually more. There's a little display stand, which means more slots. I guess it's like this. Yes, that's it. And then these side beams for support. Gosh, how is that meant to actually hold on? I guess when the Falcon's attached, it'll all make perfect sense. Oh boy, okay. I'm just gonna hold it in place. Clear the area because this is getting exciting. Hold that in place and place the Falcon on top. And it's done. That is a super cool, super fun build and a really nifty little Millennium Falcon. Of course, that's not all from the book. There are other puzzles, activities, games, and I would highly recommend this to a Star Wars fan of any age. The Star Wars Millennium Falcon activity book and model kit. But it has made me realize that we are perhaps overdue for a collection video. So next week, in another unprecedented, out-of-the-box moment, I'm calling it ahead of time, we're going to look at every Millennium Falcon I have. Models, micro machines, Lego, bottle openers, t-shirts, the works. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not give it a look and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. Until next time, I'm Dill Streep. Goodbye. Ta-da!